Hey, what is up guys? So D.Va just got unlocked over on the PTR, so let's go ahead and check out the skins and also check out her abilities and just kind of mess around with her, give you guys my first impressions of her. So anyways, this is her default skin. We got a blue, a red, I kind of like that red one. Then we have the legendary skins. There's 3 of these and some other colors, but anyways, let's go ahead and go with more of a classic skin. I kind of like that red one though. Let's go run the red one. Alright, we'll try it out. Keep in mind though that this is the PTR, so any of these talents and stuff, they are subject to, of course, change. But let's go and mess around with the abilities first, and then we'll set the level to 20 so we can test her out, and I'll let you guys know what I think about her. This is actually my first time checking her out as well. So we'll set her to 20. So I did watch the like the hero unveiling of her, and she doesn't have a mount. But she can boost around. So her first ability is the boosters. Boosts her around, extra movement speed, and then enemies that are hit take damage and are knocked away. Now, what's interesting with this is it's similar to Overwatch, as in if you hit the same target more than once, they do not get damaged again. Her other ability is Defense Matrix, so you channel it, and for 3 seconds it reduces the damage dealt by enemy heroes inside it by 75%, which can actually be pretty big, especially during like ults. So here's what it looks like. Now you cannot change the direction in which it's facing, but you can kind of move it to where it would be more effective. So you can push him back in the tower. Alright, and then her E ability, which I guess is kind of considered an ult in no sense. So you eject from the mech and it does damage, and then does extra damage in the center, I'm assuming. Let's see, deals 800 to 2,600. I guess it's, like I said, I'm assuming it's more damage in the middle, and then depending on the distance from the center. Oh yeah, and then it only deals 50% damage against structures. You gain charges for every 2 seconds spent in basic attack and 30% charge per 100% of mech health lost. Okay, so it looks like you build it up by either taking damage or dealing damage. And as far as the talents, oh, her passive, it's mech mode, so when her mech dies, she's ejected after 0.75 seconds and can continue to fight. D.Va's mech can only awards 50% of a normal hero's experience upon dying. Oh, okay. So the mech still gives you XP. In Overwatch, you don't get resets like off of Genji. So I guess, since it's giving XP, does that count as a death? That's something I would have to test, because obviously things like leaning get more value out of things that die. But as far as talents go, we went over all this. Oh, well, in the mech, you can shoot while moving, but movement speed is reduced by 15%. I don't know why that's over here. There's no Z ability or mount for her. You can still go back. She have a good while she's doing the disrespect, going back. Anyways, so her first talents are rush down. So she neither takes nor deals damage during boosters. Oh, okay. Oh, if D.Va neither takes damage nor deals damage. Oh, okay, so its cooldown's lower. Okay. So it's basically out of combat, you can move around faster. You can gain initial speed. Then it decays during this time. Boosters deal 100%. Oh, so you can actually do more damage. So damage isn't terrible. But if you get 100% extra damage, pretty good. Damage enemy heroes with boosters after damaging 25 each use of your boosters. Lowers its cooldown by 1 second per hero hit. So potentially, well, I mean, I guess if you're against like Vikings or something, that'd be really strong. But for the most part, you should be able to hit. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if you're able to hit like 3 or 4 people consistently with that. Or a D.Va mech gains 2% movement speed for 1 second every time it takes damage up to 30%. That's actually pretty. I think I like this for level 1. I guess I'm going to do a build here too. I guess what I would like to play with her. The area of defense is 100% wider and 25% longer, but she cannot move. Not moving is pretty big, because they'll just walk out. Unless, of course, it's something that's channeled. Get through this. Increase the duration of defense matrix by 3 seconds. Okay, that's actually pretty strong. Every time an enemy hero deals damage while inside defense matrix, D.Va's self-destruction charges increase. So it's like faster ult charge. Oh, there's a maximum amount, but that's still pretty good. And then self-destruct charge amount gained from losing mech health is increased. I really like the duration of it, because it already lasts for 3 seconds. And if you can stop, like, oh, well, we got some lag there. If you can stop people for 6 seconds in total, so you can hit it to cancel it, but that's actually really big, especially if you go on mages. That can be really annoying to deal with, especially since you have such good initiation. You're at level 7, you can increase the knockback. Enemies, heroes affected by defense measure are slowed. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? Basic attack in mech mode. Lowers cooldown. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice too. But, I don't know, I like the slow. I think I would go with the slow. Okay, let's check out the rest of them though. Increase self-destruct detonation timer by 3 seconds. Oh, I don't like increase the timer. Even though it does more damage, I feel like most people will get out of it. Anyways, from the video I saw. But we'll definitely showcase off the ultimate and stuff. Because you can actually technically get 2 ults if you count the self-destruct. But I really like the slow because that's really strong. Keeping them in there, you can keep easily 2 heroes in there if they are close together. So she has 2 ultimates. I'll go ahead and show you guys both of them. So one of them is in mech mode, and then one of them is when she's baby D.Va. So here's the bunny hop. So it does damage and it slows them down. I just think that's so funny. I think it's more so used for the slow and the unstoppableness, but I mean the slow is 40%. The damage is really mediocre. I mean, having the ability to be unstoppable can be pretty good, especially since you can try to body block so your teammates don't take any damage versus any skill shots. So I think that's pretty decent. We'll go through all of the skills until 20, and then I'll go show you guys the other ult, because the other ult you have to actually be outside of mech. Anyways, let's build up the ult. You increase mech health and call mech down. Oh, increases the cooldown of it, but increases the health by 20. Ooh, that's kind of nice if you wanted to just play mech, because you can actually play D.Va outside of mech with another ult. I think it can be kind of viable. It does okay damage, but she's, I would say, more vulnerable at that point. Okay, that doesn't increase the health, but it increases. This does not decrease the amount of self-destruct charge gain. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Mech gains a shield instead of dying. Reminds me of like Johanna's ult, or like at, I think 20 she gets something like that. So it's extra 400 health essentially. It has 15-second cooldown. Okay, that's not too bad. Damage against D.Va's mech that would deal 5% or less of its maximum health are reduced by 50%. Wow. That can get pretty dirty, but people shouldn't be. I want to assume she's like kind of like a bruiser slash like tank that can also kind of deal some damage. Oh, it looks like her auto attacks like you can see where they're going. That's kind of interesting. I like that, and it definitely like AoEs. Okay. Anyways, so this would actually encourage you to have lower health in a sense. This is all in mech form. Okay. A killing blow. I'm trying to think if 20% would be better, because this definitely does have like a negative effect. Over here, you can proc this probably once, and since she has like almost 5k, it's about 10%. But if you get to proc this twice, if this gets to activate its effect twice, it has better value than the plating. Since the plating also has like a negative. I don't know. It really depends on what you want. I don't know. I kind of like that shield though. But I feel like people shouldn't be targeting D.Va anyways.
Choose a talent.
All right. So, like I said, if you get both of them, you mitigate the 15 seconds. But I think overall most people will be on expensive plating. Okay. So at 16, you get to dash. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. That's when she's in her platform. Oh, let's go show her her self-destruct. Let's bunny hop first. It's such a cool ult. So it does a lot of damage. But more than likely you're not going to be dealing the, what is it, 2,000 damage. So after you ult, you can call down a mech. Let's go ahead and do that. Or if you actually get knocked out of your mech, like the mech dies, you actually have to build it up. I can show you guys that. Let's toggle forks. Refresh forks. There we go. Actually, we should be. Can we destroy this in time? I guess not. But I guess you guys can see what happens when you're outside of it. I guess you could see her death animation too.
Your killing spree has ended.
Oh, looks like her body completely disappeared. All right, well we could go over the talent still. All right, so it looks like if you die while in the baby D.Va form, you come outside still in mech. Because I know when you res as Mercy and D.Va's in her baby form, she reses in baby form. Well, I mean, well, you can't res the mech anyways. But anyways, dash, so she gains the ability to dash. Okay. Increase the pilot mode basic attack damage by 75%. Oh, dang, that's actually pretty... That's almost double damage. For 4 seconds after eject from mech, D.Va gains 50 armor and her basic attacks grant 50% more cooldown reduction towards call mech. Pilot mode basic attacks have 20% increased attack range and slow enemy movement speed. That can prove pretty good, I guess, if you want to... what's her flat range? Let me actually check that out. Let me go to ally here. I'm just maybe remove him so he's not healing me. Because her attack range is 3.8. You guys can see what that looks like. I want to see if her range is actually changed while in the other mode. I'm gonna attack her. I wonder if it reduces structure. Did it say any heroes? Dang, that lasts so long. Okay, so her attack range is 5.5, and if we get that, that actually is pretty dang good.
Choose a talent.
I don't know if someone would actually want to play her in this mode because at level 20 you still only have 2000 HP. But I guess you can just save, call mech, and then use that at the right time. Bunny hop damage increase if stationary. Okay. Oh, 50%. Okay. So I guess that's technically bigger DPS on her other ult, which I'll show you guys in a second. And then concussive pulse. D.Va gains the concussive pulse ability, allowing her to deal damage to enemies in a cone and knock them back. Requires pilot. Okay. Call mech and send on target location, and it deals damage. Okay. I want to see what this looks like. So it's like a Lucio boop essentially. Okay, that actually pushes people back pretty far. Alright, let me go ahead and reset the talents just so I can show you guys the other ult, which is the big shot. And I want to get the one that increases the damage. Is it, let's try the dash mode too. Oh, that's a pretty nice size, like, distance. Alright, and then normally she shoots one, but it looks like, oh, okay. And the cooldown on that ultimate is really short, and there's no mana with her. I wish this was like a no cooldown. But I don't know if it's super viable to use her as a mage because she's really squishy. But I mean, at the same time, you could. I really like that roll though. That roll is like really good. I tried to predict where he would go, but let's go ahead and reset the talents once again. I wanted to
choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Try out the. Here, let me show you guys what the ult does when you only have one charge of it. Because the other one, even though it gains 3 charges, it uses them automatically. You get the one where it. Go for this. I want to know if the shield cooldown starts immediately or after the shields expire. Actually, I need to take more damage for this and go away. Okay. It looks like it's immediately. 75%, and then the knockback can be kind of good, but I don't know if it's viable really to go as far as like baby D.Va only. I know some people will try, but I don't think it's that viable. Defense matrix is pretty good. My initial thoughts on her is that she's pretty decent. She doesn't seem like she's insanely strong, with the exception of defense matrix. I think that is what really makes her like strong. I mean, 75% damage reduction, and you get a slow, and it can hit multiple targets. I think that's very valuable. Let me try it and see if you can, like... use this. Okay, you can use it just like an Overwatch. But I feel like it takes so long for the charge up and everything. But if you are contesting objective, yeah, it could be pretty good. We'll go ahead and, I don't think she has any quests, but I'll toggle cooldowns. But what I want to know is, can you like throw it over things? No. Okay. So you can't like throw it over a wall. Like, you know, on Overwatch you can like aim upwards. But I think she's okay. She's definitely not terrible, and I don't think she's OP. The only thing I think that is again really strong in her is the defense matrix. Being able to move around is kind of nice as well. Let me go ahead and reset the talents. I just want to try and see how fast you can go. Her with the boosters. Oh, I put toggle cooldowns. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But it looks like this cooldown only starts when it actually ends. Oh, yeah. So the cooldown, even if you get the talent, where it's reduced when you're outside of combat. Yeah, it only starts when you end. But you guys can let me know what you thought of D.Va. I think a lot of people will be inclined to try her out. But she doesn't have a stun, and that is pretty important for a lot of the tank heroes, is some type of root or stun. And she doesn't offer that, but defense matrix is pretty good. Whereas other tanks can try to help you get a kill if someone's positioned bad. I guess you could argue that you can push them, but a 25% slow, or it was a 20% slow when you get the talent, I don't think is enough to hold the hero down for your team to secure a kill on them. I guess you can try to body block, because she is kind of large. She's gonna get some damage in. Let's see, trying to get the body block. You can see you can body block pretty well with her. Maybe she's large enough to where the body block becomes very valuable. But those are my initial first impressions of it. I'll get some more gameplay for you guys in actual games, but I wanted to go over all the talents and just kind of check her out as of right now. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm signing out.